Hi everyone, I'm Jamsinian, with my member group Army Arzila binti Arman, Sazwana Samsudin, Sazwana binti Samsudin, Muhammad Denis bin Arif. Today I want to present topic 4, the types of roof and the advantage and disadvantage of roof. Firstly, gable roof. Gable roof is made using two slopes and two different sides. Shape gable is triangular shapes that forms the top of an exterior wall. Gable roof use a decoration and bounds used in commercial construction for commercial warehouse building. The highest point of the ridge connects the pitch roof, which slope downwards on both sides. Architectural characteristic of the most prevalent house style that are strong, practical, and simple to construct. The advantage of gable roof is gable roof more cheap. Gable roofs become a cheaper option than hip roof because the design is easier to build. A gable roof requires only two roof planes and spend far less money on the roof material. To build, we just need to add cost in siding material, but it doesn't take much money. Secondly, gable roof more easy to construct. Gable roof require little material and are quick to install as they can be built with basic tools that the owner already has in their garage or store. Building a gable roof is easier to install and does not require provisional workers. If the roof leaks, can be prepared with shingles or screw to solve the problem. No need for rubber remove, it can repair in one day. Third, gable roofs are resistant water penetration. A gable roof has a flow heat to the ground, creating limitation between the house and perception water. The sloping side of this roof help prevent additional moisture from entering home through joints or penetration into siding. Structured gable roof easily shed water and snow it creates for area which locate heavy snow. The steep pitch of gable roof suitable with water drain. The disadvantage of gable roof is gable roof not suitable area windy. Gable roof two sides can be damaged. The eaves of gable roof are longer and at a greater angle than the house base. Hip roofs in this area are mostly composed of solid materials like clay tiles, metal, and fiberglass. It can make roof be blown off. Second, design not aesthetic. Because it is not in a smooth line, the plain gable roof does not have the same aesthetic appeal as the hip roof. Extra slant ceiling can make you feel as though you are about to hit your head against a slant wall. Third, less living space. Because of the sloping ceiling strength, gable roof cannot accommodate attic space. When a gable roof attic is constructed, humans are unable to stand properly, putting their heads at risk of banging. This is due to the fact that the slope of the roof causes the space to shrink. Second, hip roof. A hip roof with no vertical ends that slope upwards from all sides of the structure. The hip is the outer corner of the roof where the adjacent slope portion meets. The hip tip is the triangular sloping surface generated by the hips that meet at the roof ridge. The advantage of hip roofs is hip roof provide a stable. The advantage comes from the inward slope on all four sides of the construction, which helps to strengthen the face while also offering increased wind and rain resistance. Hip roof provides additional support while dealing with difficult weather and geographical region. Secondly, hip roof have extra space. If a dormer is included in the design, a hip roof can give additional living space. This single extension creates a vantage point at the top by serving as a room. The roof parts stick out from the rest of the design, yet it is a usable addition to a home that needs some more room. The construction can be built on top of the existing house, with a patch cut through the roof. That heat roof can be covered with a variety of seamless or roofing materials. Heat proof are perfect for practically any texture or material you wish to use for seamless because of the lower angles. This construction can be built using slate or clay tiles. Asphalt seamless or nearly any other material currently available on the market. This means you are able to achieve the right look without going overboard on design expenses. The disadvantage of heatproof is cost a lot of money. Heatproof are more expensive to construct because they employ complicated design that necessitates the use of additional material. Although the heatproof design has less diagonal bracing, it necessitates a unique strategy to ensure that the structure does not act like an aeroplane wing when the wind blows through it. Because this choice needs more time and extra hands to get the desired effect. Steep corners might cost up to 15% more than regular gables. 2. Ventilation is very challenging to achieve. It is more difficult to install adequate ventilation in a heat-proof due to slope condition. Moisture accumulates in the upper part of the structure, leading to the formation of mold or mildew that can affect the health and well-being of the occupants of the house. There are vents at both ends of the structure to create air movement throughout the attic or crawl space above the building. Third, susceptible to leaking. Although the heat-proof provides reliable rainwater drains, it is nonetheless more susceptible to leaks. This is due to the roof dips and hips, which allow water to penetrate. To reduce risk, installing a roof necessitates a high level of knowledge. Third is lean to roof. Lean to roof is a style of shed roof. It is also called a skillion. Skillion roof defined as a building in which the rafters lean against another building or wall. A lean-to is originally shed roof with the higher end abutting a wall as one flat roof having a steep slope. The advantage of lean-to roof is firstly affordable. This saves costs at its simplicity has very basic roof design. Roof used with only one slope. This makes it easier to and less time consuming for the constructor. Construction can lower costs because type of sloping roof the cheapest option for covering a structure. The construction of a lean-to roof very easy and economical to lower the additional cost of waterproofing the roof. 2. Minimalist design. The roof slopes on one side alone, resulting in a basic style. The bond suits the design plan since its structure is very clean, temporary, and minimalist, with rafter at the higher ends support on wall plates. This wall plate, for example, is supported by protruding cobble on the wall. And third, prevents snow and water accumulation. The accumulation of water or snow on a building roofing during rainy or winter season can lead to leaks and other damage. This sort of sloping roof is ideal for maximizing water and snow drains. Because of the roof slope, snow and water may readily flow off, lowering the expenses of waterproofing the roof. For places where there is a lot of rain and snow, a lean-to roof is the best option. The disadvantage of lean-to roof is not flexible, because leaning roofs are population for any structure of building. They don't work with all of them. For example, if a historic style building is being constructed, a roof leaning shape may appear improper because it gives the structure very minimalist modern appearance. Second, response of strong wind. During heavy winds of hurricanes, a slant roof can easily be blown off a leaf, but a stronger roof will not be a problem. As a result, if you live in a location with several winds or at risk of hurricanes, this type of roof might not be appropriate. A polycarbonate conservatory is a conservatory built of polycarbonates. Roofs are constructs of a plastic-like material that is extremely light and easily moved by the wind. And third, drain issue. When it rains heavily, leaning against the roof has only one slope, putting a lot of pressure on the drain because there is only one drain on the bottom edge to carry all of the emission. A drain will not be able to manage such a high volume of water efficiently or rapidly. 4 is for flat roof. Flat roof is a roof which is almost level in contrast to the many types of sloped roofs. The slope of a roof is properly known as its pitch, and flat roofs have up to approximately. Flat roofs are an ancient form mostly used in arid climates and allow the roof space to be used as a living space or a living roof. Flat roof or low slopes roof are also commonly found on commercial buildings throughout the world. The National Roofing Contractor Association defines as a low slope of as having a slope of 3 in 12 or less. The advantage of flat roofs is lower constructions and repair costs. Flat roofs take up less space and consequently use less material than sloped roofs. This makes initial construction cheaper but also means saving in any extensive repair become necessary. Second, versatility. Some homeowners turn their flat roofs section into rooftop gardens. Flat roofs are also ideal for roof deck construction. Homeowners can use a flat roof to add a beautiful addition that also provides additional weather protection. Third, energy efficiency. Flat roofs are fantastic for keeping home utility costs manageable, especially in warmer climates. While sloped roofs can trap unwanted warm air or allow cool air to escape. A flat roof means less overheat space for air to stagnate. The disadvantage of flat roof is unreliable in cold weather. Flat roof puts homeowners several issues in colder climates. Water is more likely to accumulate and pour on flat roofs, and ice dams can cause dangerous levels of snow and ice accumulation. If you plan to build with a flat roof in a colder climate, consult your builder for waterproofing and material options. 2. Higher chance of yearly replacement. Most sloped roofs will last 20 or more years with proper care. But flat roofs generally need to be replaced every 10 years or so. The National Roofing Constructor Association reports that many homeowners switch to slope roofs for this very reason. Third, green roof concerns. While turning a flat roof into a garden space is a very eco-friendly and aesthetic choice, it can present problems over time with invasive plant roots. Without proper treatment, the plants can penetrate the roof and create a leaking issue. And the last type of roof is a shed roof. A shed roof is a single sloping roof, commonly set at a step pitch, also called a skillion roof or a plan roof. It eliminates cones and low points on the walls, creating abundant usable space inside. Shed roofs are simple roof construction, but they still require fascia boards and gutters. For shed roofs in a snowy area, the steeper the slope, the better. A shed roof creates more usable space than a typical roof, which has two low walls and a peak at the center. The advantage of a shed roof is simple roof design. Since the shed roof has just One flat surface, it's very simple design that makes it easy to build. Your contractor doesn't have to worry about various surface meeting. Multiply rejects a lot of values that make the job more challenging. That means your constructions can build your roof much faster than many other roof styles, and you have a clean, simple look when it's done. Second, cost-effective roof option. The simplicity of the sheet roof design also makes it more cost-effective. This style uses fiber materials, which cuts down on that part of the cost. It's easy for roofers to build, so they can complete the job faster for less labor time. And there are any complex parts of the tube to make the price skyrocket. If you're looking for a cost-effective roof option, the scallion roof may be a good choice. Third, versatile roofing material options. Because of the slopes on the sheet roof, it allows for almost any type of roofing materials. You can go with traditional shingles, metal roofing, rolls roofing, flat tiles, or ceramics, for example. This gives you more options for finishing the roof in a style you like with a material that has durability and maintenance requirements that fit your preference. And the disadvantage of a shed roof is lower interior ceiling heights. A home with a shed style roof may have some overwork space inside. Since the roof consists of just and slant surface, it's higher on one side of the home and lower on the other. Inside the house, that can result in much lower ceiling and part of the home, which can present a challenge in using the space effectively. The ceiling height usually depends largely on the slope of the roof. A very steep slopes result in much lower ceiling near the lower edge of the roof. If you have attic space on the upper level, the situation doesn't affect the look of the home. But it does cut down on storage space and accessibility in attic. Second, less versatility in style. Since shed roofs tends to have a more contemporary styles, they don't work for all homes. If you're going for a more traditional looks, the sheet roof may seem out of place. It is also a very basic roof, so homeowners looking for more detailing on the roof may prefer different styles with various peaks, drums, or other design elements. And the last, difficulty retrofitting an existing roof. If you're replacing an existing roof that's different style, a shed roof is expensive roads. The structural support and design is completely different for a shed roof, which means you have to completely rebuild it. Because of the slopes of the shed roof, the front wall of the home is taller than the back wall, which can present challenges if you are switching from a traditional roof types. Shed roofs are usually best for new construction or new additions where you can design the home to fit the roof style. That's all. Thank you.